Good evening. 3 years ago today, Jill Tarter stood on this stage and announced her TED wish, which was to empower Earthlings everywhere to become active participants in the search for cosmic company. Today, with the launch of SETI Live, that wish comes true. SETI Live is an unprecedented improvement in the search for alien life, and I'd like to take the next few minutes to show you what we're up to. Every day, the Allen Telescope Array scans our galaxy looking for alien signals. The telescope observes a different star every 90 seconds, but the quantities of data that we collect are vast. And in fact, scientists have spent decades trying to build algorithms that can search in real time for interesting signals. And yet there are still bands that we can't look through because they're too crowded. And this is where we need your help. We're taking a live sample of data from the telescope and sending it to our citizen science project, SETI Live. We need citizen scientists, that's people like you and me, to help us characterize the signals as we upload them. And this is what visitors to SETI Live will see. Remember, this is a live experiment, and so visitors will see what the current status of the telescope is, what they're observing, and how many collaborators there are on site. People will be presented with these data from the ATA, and they'll be asked to mark the signals and to characterize them. If a number of people mark the same signal, then the telescope will interrupt its observing schedule and re-observe. But it's a race. We have 3 minutes, that's hopefully just the time I spend on stage today, to classify the data coming from the ATA before this telescope moves on and observes its next target. So where are we looking? Well, as recently as 1992, we only knew of one other star in our galaxy with an exoplanet, that is, a planet going around it. But calculating the fraction of stars that have exoplanets is absolutely fundamental to working out how likely it is that life exists outside of our own solar system. Thanks in a big part to this telescope, the NASA Space Telescope, the Kepler Space Telescope, over the past decade, we've increased the number of known exoplanet candidate systems to more than 3,000. This really is a golden age for exoplanet discovery. New planets are found almost daily, and some of them by citizen scientists on our sister site, Planet Hunters. Rather than being unusual, we're now becoming to believe that planetary systems may be commonplace. In December 2011, NASA announced the discovery of Kepler 22b, the first Earth-like exoplanet in the habitable zone, or as we like to call it, the Goldilocks zone, where the surface is not too hot or not too cold and just right for liquid water on the surface. SETI Live is targeting these Kepler candidates. This is the most targeted search for extraterrestrial signals ever made. The discovery of intelligent life outside of our solar system, I believe, would be one of the most significant events in human history to date. I'd be delighted, in fact, I'd be honored if you would join me in this most profound of searches. Thank you.